welcome, my dear students. Welcome to this chemistry digital class. As you know that today we are going to start our introduction of carbon and its compound. It is chapter number 4 in our class 10th. Okay, which is already we have done 3 chapters. So dear students, here I want to tell you about the chapter carbon and its compound. So before going to that, let's focus on the carbon. Carbon is an element which symbol is C. Its atomic number is 6. Its atomic mass is 12. Okay, its atomic number is 6. As I said, its atomic mass is 12. And atomic number is what? It is the total number of proton present in an atom is called atomic number. So there are 6 proton in carbon, 6 electron in carbon, because proton and electron are always same, and 6 neutron are there in a carbon. Whereas the atomic mass is 12. Why? Because atomic mass definition is what? It is sum of proton and neutron. So we are going to add the proton and neutron. You know very well there is 6 proton, 6 neutron. So 6 plus 6, 12. So it means that atomic mass is 12. Now if I will take this side, so there are some information about the carbon, about the occurrence. Carbon is present in the earth crust in the mineral form, where it will carry only 0.02% of the earth weight. And whereas atmosphere, it is present in the atmosphere in the form of carbon dioxide, which is very essential gas. You know, it is present in the 0.03%. It is called unique element. Why it is called unique element? It is very important to understand because it has catenation property, tetravalency property, and organic covalency property. That study in detail in future. So hydrocarbon, basically in this chapter we will talk about hydrocarbon, which is the compound of carbon and hydrogen with some functional group of oxygen. Okay. Now this is all about the carbon. Now when you know about carbon, you can search some more information about carbon. Now how carbon is playing very important role in our daily life. Yeah, where carbon is present in our daily life, how carbon will help us in daily life. So basically carbon, the role or importance in our daily life, I have categorized into 4 categories, like industries use, pharmaceutical use, food, as a fabric. So dear student, before going to start this, let me tell you 99%, even more than 90% of organic compounds mean which come from living things, are made up of carbon. It is made up of carbon. See, it is present in sugar and alcohol. It is present in dyes and paints. It is present in paper and textiles. It is present in soap and toiletries even. It is present in plastic and explosive. You know, shampoo, sugar, alcohol, soap, washing soda. Many things are there which you are using as an industrial use, which we get from industries. That all substance is somewhere made up of carbon. Now if I talk about pharmaceutical or medical in the field of medicine, so it is used to make the antibiotic, it is used to make the drugs, it is used to prepare vaccines also, it is used to prepare balms also, it is used to prepare the glucose also, which we are taking for instant energy. Okay, so pharmaceutical field also carbon is playing very crucial role. Now for the food, maximum food items that we are eating, like protein, carbohydrate, fat, vitamin, sugar, all these components of food is made up of carbon. Similar way, carbon is playing very important role in fabric also. Cotton, wool, silk, rayon, nylon, acrylic, these all things are made up of carbon. So dear students, you need to understand this. Question can come. Write the importance of carbon in our daily life so you can make notes from here. Okay, now in this particular chapter we will talk about carbon and its compounds. Okay, in which we have to study about the basic compounds of carbon, in which we will talk these things we need to study. Allotropy of carbon, in which diamond, graphite, and fullerene are the basic major allotropes. Structure, properties, and uses of these diamond, graphite, and fullerene we will study. Then unique properties of carbon, whereas catenation, tetravalency, organic compound, or covalence is the unique property of carbon. We will talk covalent bond in detail, where alkane, alkene, alkyne. Okay, alkane is single bond carbon, alkene is double bond carbon, and alkene is 3 bond carbon in between. In detail we will study. Electron dot structure, that we did in 3rd chapter also. Now here we will draw the electrons. Suppose if I talk about the carbon electron, how many electrons are there in carbon? 6. Total atomic number of carbon is 6. So it means that when we will divide it according to Bohr's electron configuration, so the 4 electron which is in outside, that 4 electron will be drawn as a electron dot. So this is the electron dot structure of carbon. Similar way, chemical property we will talk, oxidation, combustion. These are the basic chemical properties of carbon. Then we will study about isomerism, homologous series, some important terms. Hydrocarbon, which is very important, in which IUPAC, how to give the name. That we'll study. Important compound of carbon, where ethanol and ethanoic acid are the two important compounds. There are some cleansing action of soap and detergent also, which is coming under ethanol and ethanoic acid. Okay, so let's start. Why unique carbon is called unique element? Why carbon is called unique element? Because carbon have its unique characteristics or unique properties. Okay, carbon have unique character and unique property. Let's discuss. There are basically 1 catenation, 2 tetravalency, 3 allotropy and 4 covalency. These are the 4 major unique characteristics of carbon. Because of these property, carbon is like a unique element. Okay, first, some of the question is always there in mind, is why carbon form variety of compounds. First thing, carbon is form variety of compounds, as we have studied in previous page also. Here we studied that carbon in our daily life, carbon have unique varieties. Carbon can help in forming industrial use, pharmaceutical, food variety. It means that it has unique variety. So why carbon form variety of compounds? What is the definition of catenation? It is the property of carbon in which carbon form bond with other carbon. It is a property in which carbon form bond with carbon itself and form large compounds. Suppose here you can see carbon is bonded with carbon, there are 3-4 carbon, but all carbon are bonded in a single chain. That's why it is called single chain carbon. If it will form a branch, then it is called branch chain of carbon. If it will form cyclic means from where it started, there it will end, then it is called ring or cyclic chain. Okay, so catenation is what? It is the property of carbon in which carbon form bond with the carbon itself to form a large compounds. Second property is tetravalency, in which carbon, now question is that tetravalency, tetra mean 4, valency mean vacant electron orbitals. Okay, first, how carbon form large compound? This is my question now. Now catenation help us to form large compound. This is telling us about what is the large compound. Catenation property is the large compound. Now here, this tetravalency will help us to know how carbon form large compound. Carbon has 4 electron in its outermost shell, as carbon has 6 electron total, in which 2 is in K and 4 is in L. 2 is in K and 4 is in L. So if we will talk about structure of carbon, it is nucleus, 2 is in K and 4 is in electron. So now you know very well, in outermost shell there are 8 electron. Total 8 electrons should filled. Okay, this octet rule, dear student. If you don't know, so in future classes you will come to know. There is a Bohr. You have studied in 9th class Bohr's contribution, that 2, 8, 8, 18, 18, 32, 32. It means that electron will fill in a shell. First 2 electron will fill, then it cannot be 3. 2 electron will fill, then until 8 will not fill, we will keep on filling in the second. Then once 8 electron will fill, then 9 we cannot fill, then we will move for next orbital, third orbital, 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th, like this way. So here, if we filled already 4 electron of carbon, so 4 left. If 4 left, it means that 4 it can gain. If it will gain 4, the plus 4 valency is there. Or second option is there, if it will not gain 4 electron, if the carbon will not gain 4 electron, so it can lose 4 electron. This is second option. It will lose these 4 electrons, sorry, these 4 electron. It will lose these 4 electron, and these 4 electron will donated. At that point, it will get minus, this will get plus 4, little bit you correct, this is plus 4 and this is minus 4. Okay, so it means that negative 4 and positive 4 is the 2 type of valency of carbon. So carbon is the only element which has both type of valency. Carbon has 4 electron in its outermost shell, so either it can gain 4 electron or donate 4 electron and to become a stable. So its valency is tetravalency. Due to this tetravalency property, carbon can form large number of compounds. This is the answer of this. Due to this tetravalency property, carbon can form large number of compounds. Okay, hope so you understood. Now next, allotropy. Allotropy is the third property. This I will tell you in detail also. What is allotropy? Differentiation type of allotropy of carbon, different type of allotropy of carbon. So it is the property, this is definition, it is the property of carbon in which compound have same element but different properties. बहुरूपीय आपने देखे होंगे, बहुरूपीय, you have seen those people, those who are coming with different role, different character in the market by changing their costume also, but inside the costume the person is always same. That type of property is called allotropy. So carbon also have same property. These all three compounds are of carbon. Obviously this is carbon, this is carbon, this is carbon. But this is diamond, this is graphite, this is fullerene. Diamond, you know very well, it is used in a jewelry also. Graphite is used in pencil lead. Fullerene is one kind of artificial allotropy of carbon. So it is a property of carbon in which compound has same element but different properties. Okay, this we will study in detail. So now fourth is covalency. Now what is covalency? Covalency come from covalent bond. And covalent bond is what? Covalent bond are the bond which is formed by mutual sharing of electron. These are those property of carbon in which the carbon is bonded. We have studied here, carbon is bonded carbon. Carbon bond with carbon. So in which carbon is bonded with carbon with the formation of mutual sharing of electron. So there are two type of covalent bond, saturated and unsaturated. Saturated is alkane, which is single bonded carbon, single bonded carbon. Okay, this also I will tell you in detail. Alkene is double bonded and alkyne is triple bonded, whereas arene is a ring form. So this is all about for today. All the notes you must write in your notebook, dear students. And if somewhere you are feeling problem or you are having some doubts, so you can ask me. Feel free to call me anytime. I'm always there. And please watch this video 2 times, 3 times once again, just to understand the concept correctly. Okay. So this is the homework for you also. Up to which I have taught you from your NCERT book, you need to do study. You need to make notes, and notes you will make from the video, and you will drop the comments in the same comment box of the YouTube channel. Okay. So one more thing that I want to appeal you, those students who understood the video and whose turn conference call day is there, those students need to make 1 minute or 2 minute videos on the same topic by understanding the topic. Okay, and do share it in my WhatsApp. Those students who are sending videos, they will get special marks during internal assessment time. Okay, so thank you very much. This is all about for today. Hope so you enjoyed. Thanks for watching this video. Take care, stay home, stay safe. Thank you.